Hi, I am your host, DOS350, aka Eyebrows, aka Pabloretta, and I would like to welcome you, to a very special show that I like to call Hand Sanitizer Review. Now, in this extremely relevant and hand-picked episode of Hand Sanitizer Review, we're going to be covering THANKYOU, hand and surface sanitizer. Now let's just dive straight into it. Deep dive, Olympic swimming pool. But before we dive, I'd like to remind you to smack the motherfucking like button and the subscribe bell button for all this and more when it comes to hand sanitizer reviews and detailed scientific breakdowns of the ingredients. So let's just deep dive Olympic swimming pool straight into it. Now straight off the bat, I'm gonna say that this motherfucking mask is clouding up my little review goggles, so I'm gonna go against doctor's orders and all the Pablos and just get it straight off, because I don't give a damn about anything they've got to tell me. Now, goddamn, I can breathe a bit easier now. Alright, so THANKYOU, hand and surface sanitizer. It says here that it's antibacterial grapefruit flavor. It's antibacterial grapefruit. And let's just look a bit closer into it. It says, kills 99% of germs, pH balanced, and it's a 50ml little bottle. And by the way, it says 100% of profit helps end poverty. It's got a little seal of poverty there. And the most noticeable thing about the front of the bottle, besides that it's a funny name called THANKYOU, it says it is, now let me just make this clear what it says. I'm not making this up. It says zesty and life-changing. I'll just say that again for the viewers. I don't know if it's going to come through, but it says right underneath sanitizer, it says zesty and life-changing. Now, that sounds pretty good to me. First of all, it's zesty. And then second of all, it's life-changing and life-affirming. And it's breaking through glass ceilings up in here. Pow! Thank you. Zesty and life-changing. So we're just going to take their word for it for now, and we'll continue on to the back of the zesty and life-changing packet. Make sure to smack that bell button. Alright. So before we deep dive into the back of the zesty and life-changing shit, we're gonna take a moment and step on back from the hustle and motherfucking bustle of 2020 and just say, look, I'm gonna have to do an eyeball reveal and level transparent playing field with the viewing audience. So it's an eyeball reveal, Sitting here in 2020 as a gamer, I just think to myself, oh shit, 350, not much going on in the world out there. What the hell's the point of paying attention? But every now and then, it occurs to me that, maybe the Pablos have got the right idea. then I better just be careful. And that's why I ended up purchasing the Zesty and life-changing sanitizer. I'm not trying to say, oh, it's this and that, you know, or it's that and it's could be this. I'm just trying to say, smack the motherfucking bell button. Alright, let's just jump straight into it. Alright, it says the how-to. So they're telling me how. But first read this, it says straight underneath, so I'm gonna read that first. It says, patch test before use. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Store below 25 degrees Celsius. So just straight off the bat here in tropical Queensland, it's motherfucking 25 degrees in the middle of the night? Like, how do they expect me to keep it in 25 Celsius? You want me to put it in the freezer? Deep freeze? Zesty and half frozen? What the hell do they want from me? Or is it meant to be for down south in the cold and climate change Pablo places like Victoria? Alright, let's not talk about it. Patch test and put it below 25 Celsius. It says keep out a direct sunlight. Do not apply to irritated or damaged skin. For external use only, so you're not meant to guzzle it like a beer. It's external use only. And avoid contact with the eyeball, so don't spray it on your little Pablo peepers. Do not spray it there. And if you get some in the eyes, if you get some in there, it says, shit, how's that they word this? I never heard a packet talk about it so casually. If you get some in there, meaning your eyeballs poisoned with zesty fucking grapefruit juice that's life-changing. If you get some in there, they just casually put it there. Rinse immediately with water. Discontinue use if irritation occurs. Yeah, okay. And then right here, this is a spongy one. It says, after that, that's the end of that, and it says, warning. Flammable. Keep away from fire and flame. I wonder how flammable a hand sanitizer can be. I thought it was made of water and goddamn... I guess it could be alcohol, so I guess that's flammable, but like, shit. I never heard of a flammable soapy sanitizer that's zesty and life-changing. But you learn something new every day here at DOS350_legit. Shout out to the WP gang, keeping it down for 2021. Alright. And so, we'll go to back to the how-to, because it said, but first read this. So we'll go to the how-to, and it says, spray onto your hands or directly onto surfaces like shopping trolley handles and desks. Put it on the shopping trolley handles and desks to refresh your space. Did you know this product helps get water or toilets to people in need? What the fuck? How is that how to? Like, excuse me, thank you. Have your marketing team passed the second grade? Like, how to? And then they spring under that same heading. Did you know the motherfucking product gets water and toilets to people in need? It's not my problem who gets a toilet. That's getting beyond the scope of this motherfucking video. Make sure to tap the bell button. Alright, now, that's pretty good so far. So far, I've got high hopes for the zesty and life-changing grapefruit surface spray and hand sanitizer. So, let's check the ingredients here in DOS350 legit. Because we don't want to leave the viewing audience in the dark thinking, oh fuck, I could use some hand sanitizer like DOS350_legit said, but I just don't know what's in it and I could be allergic. It's like, shut up, you little fucking piece of shit. It's 2020. I don't need to hear your life story, but I'm gonna tell you what's in it anyway. And so it says, Ingredients. Alcohol. Am I getting this right? Enhance. My optical cyberpunk eyes are enhancing. Alcohol denatured. I don't know what denatured means, but it's alcohol denatured. Water, aloe vera leaf juice, in brackets organic. Glycerin, as plant-derived glycerin. D-L-alpha tocopherol acetate. Fragrance. I haven't seen a grapefruit yet. Where are they keeping them? It says grapefruit. Antibacterial grapefruit. But all I'm seeing is DL-alpha tocopherol acetates. Am I getting that right? Tocopherol? Make sure to smash the motherfucking like button if you're getting tocopherol. DI-alpha tocopherol acetates in a handbag like I am as well. It's zesty and it's life-changing, but that's getting way beyond the scope of this video. So let's just say that that's all the ingredients. And next it's got Thank You Group Pty Limited 4/108 to 112. So they got a 4 space property. St. Collingwood, Victoria 3066, Australia. Phone 1300 655 887. Email hello@thankyou.co. S@ThankYouOz. Is that just Instagram or is that Twitter? Then it's got New Zealand. We don't talk about that country here on Dustin_legit. So with this, it's you know, that's what all the packet says. It's got, actually, I should just mention, it's got that thing that's like on the white, the code looking thing. It says track your impact, trademark. So it's got track your impact, and that's a trademarked statement, and it's got a little code, and that's the tracker ID, and you're meant to put it in the website to track my little impact on the poverty, right? 100% of this shit helps poverty. It's got a little barcode, and it's got a, oh okay, this is important, it's 50 mil. And it says hashtag I choose thank you. Okay, so they must have a Twitter. And it says made with love in Australia with the tocopherol DL acetate alphas. Alright, so and the handle was @ThankYou. So I should just check right off the bat if I can type in my little review gauntlets into Twitter and see if they have a Twitter, because I check Twitters but I do not check Instagrams, at least not officially here at Dust350_legit Review Incorporated. So thank you Oz. Excuse me, these gloves make it so hard to type. Thank you Oz. It doesn't look like it's a Twitter. I'll just go directly to it just to make sure it isn't. Account suspended. Oh shit. Alright, someone must have fucking hacked their mainframe. Alright. But maybe it is actually Instagram. Thank you Oz, yeah, I'm getting that right. So, okay. Now, due to popular demand, and breaking down glass ceilings and setting new unprecedented trends and new normals when it comes to Dust350 review technology, we're going to be deep, how can I put this bluntly, diving into their Olympic swimming pool website. I'm still trying to decide whether I should test the shitty stuff first or just go straight to the website. I guess I'll test it, so that way I can take the gloves off. Because I'm gonna do a full analysis, you know, I'm not gonna spray it in my eyes, and I'm not going to try and set it on fire. but I am gonna put it on my little Pablo hands, and I'm gonna see how clean they come out. Alright. So let's just jump straight into it. First off the bat, we're gonna have to do a DOS 350 hand reveal. So this is unprecedented too when it comes to reviews. Now, let's just get a shot of, you know, let's get something like that. Okay. Alright, the glove's coming out. Alright, that's one. Alright, the hands have revealed. DOS 350 style. Now, to test the shitty grapefruit juice. Alright, so it's got a little protective cap at the top. I'm just gonna pop that off and throw it in the trash can. Make sure to smash the bell button. Alright, and as you can see, it's got a little spray action. It said to spot test first, so we'll spot test. Alright, let's just do it live and unfiltered, only on DOS 350 body hack. Alright, let's do it. Alright, that's pretty zesty. Whoa, that's life changing already. I'm smelling that. Alright, so the spot test. Not going into anaphylactic shock. I haven't had a, you know, I haven't burst out in hives and motherfucking freaking out or anything, so I think it's gonna be okay. It's pretty zesty and it's life changing. I can feel those DI alpha trochanferol acetates sinking into my little sensitive Pablo pores, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Look, it smells good, this shit. It doesn't smell bad. It's really kind of smooth, like it's not all soapy and bubbly. It's kind of just light and refreshing, I guess. I don't know, does it say refreshing anywhere? It's zesty, that's for damn sure. I can't really taste any grapefruits though, but maybe that's just me. So we're gonna do a bit more. We'll try and get a full hand clean. Is it gonna fucking come out? Piece of shit. Alright. I want to see the palm. Alright, there we go. It's spraying. So I'll get another spray just for good luck. And the toilets and the fucking water that the Pablos are getting. It's probably got some on a toilet. I'm gonna track my progress later, so make sure to stay tuned for that and hit the bell button. Alright. So I don't think I got enough. Like maybe I was too slow in rubbing my Pablo pores together, but it kind of dissolved before I started rubbing, so I'm gonna get some more and do a quick smart. I don't know if it dissolved, but it motherfucking evaporated or whatever it did. Alright, that's a bit better. So, it's pretty zesty. It kind of makes your hands feel cool, it's like. But it's like, it kind of feels a bit gritty. Like, maybe that's just because my hands were dirty. But it's pretty zesty. That's for damn sure. Alright, whatever. They smell clean. They look pretty clean. It's hard to tell. I don't want to put any more on. I might overdose on trochanferol DI alphas, acetate. But I'm gonna just let it sink in. I'm gonna do a surface. I guess you can probably, might as well sanitize the back of my telephone, so I'll just get a bit of okay. It's got pretty juiced up, so I'll just rub it down with a tissue. Okay. That does look surprisingly cleaner. Maybe I should do the screen as well. I should have done it before and after, but you could probably see it at some point. Look, that's pretty good. Let's just see that. It's pretty good. Whatever. So that's the surface, so it works. You can clean your little phone and don't have to worry that there's salmonellas and other things sprucing around down there. Colonies on your little smartphones. We go the extra mile at DOS350_legit to bring you and your family motherfucking health tips that'll save lives, and they're zesty and full of grapefruit. So I've had this, I've tried it, you know, I've read all of what it's got to tell me. I tried to go to their Twitter, and now we're gonna go that extra step and take that final step here and us 350 legit zesty fruity fucking shit review, and I'm gonna look at the website, so let's just get into it. Alright. As you can see here, their Twitter is motherfucking suspended. That's neither here nor there, because I don't know whether it was a real Twitter of theirs or if it was imposters or whatever. I don't know the status of it, but there you go. So we're going to dive straight into their website. So I've already got it here, and we got Pablo straight off the bat talking about it. And I'm going to put my headphones on because we're going to listen and live react to their video here on DOS350, so let me do that.
It's like all the bigness of the cosmos and all the smallness of our lives, they almost lift up like a bread. Disastrous fires in Australia.
Nation erupted into scenes of chaos, violence.
What the fuck? 7 minutes?
We are all connected. All of us.
I don't have 7 minutes.
In
The
this
hell?
moment, it's like we're collectively holding our breath for what comes next.
What the
And in this
fuck?
great pause, I want to share an idea with you. One that we think could change the course of history. See, before the pandemic, we, the world of consumers, spent $63 trillion on stuff.
What the hell? So what?
And in that same world, 736 million people were living in extreme poverty.
Not my problem.
One world, two extremes. It just doesn't feel right.
This guy sounds like he's about to start crying.
The pandemic hit, and things went from bad to worse.
Look at his hands.
Pushing millions of people into the brink of starvation, the healthcare system is already overwhelmed.
And the strangest part of it all is while the world's been in turmoil, some people...
Look at him, it's gangster fucking rapping.
And we know that because, well, we're one of them.
We're one of
When the
them.
pandemic started, consumers kept consuming, and we made over $10 million profit.
So what?
Our secret? We sold hand sanitizer and hand wash. It was like a gold rush. I mean, everyone who could got in on it. But with the best of stories, there's always a twist. And this story is no different. Because we are THANKYOU. And we exist to bridge the gap between our world's two extremes. This isn't about making shareholders rich.
Not about that.
We're a social enterprise, so the whole reason we make money is to get it to the parts of the world that need it most.
I bet they got fat
Our
cats
focus
getting CEO, executive money. Like, are they
This
kidding?
movement started in Australia. We have over 50 products, and it's because people first used their voice.
Their
Like when the two
voice.
big supermarkets said no to us for years. Then people petitioned. They sung, danced, rapped, uploaded videos.
I got this from
Some helicopter
Woolworths.
Pilots even flew their helicopters for half an hour around the head offices for free. Both of them said yes. And then consumers used their choice. And together we raised over $17 million for the true heroes in this story. Our partners working on the front line, serving the world's poor on their journey out of extreme poverty. But imagine for a moment But thank you didn't just exist in Australia and New Zealand, two of the smallest countries on the planet. Imagine if it existed in your country. And for that matter, every other country too. Well, that wouldn't have been 10 million we just made in a few months. It would be literally hundreds of millions of our collective consumers.
Look at that money.
And so we had an idea. A local movement started this. But could a global movement take this idea to the world? Now, it's a nice idea, but to do it, we'd be going up against the biggest product companies on the planet.
Like Palmolive.
When we first started Thank You, we had no idea about the game we're about to play, or those who we were about to play with.
Palmolive's bullying him or what?
Our competitors like what we do. But at a commercial level, it's been the battle of our lives for over a decade, going head to head with a system that has our world in a chokehold. But it's 2020. And if that's taught us anything, it's that business as usual.
Someone coached him to do that hand shit.
We must forge bold new paths forward. So today we're flipping the game on its head. We've just sent this invitation to P&G and Unilever. If you don't know them, they're two of the biggest product companies on the planet, and they literally run the world. They have hundreds of factories, they make products for billions of us every day. We've watched them for over a decade, and to their credit, they've solved some really complex ethical and sustainability stuff. Genuinely, it's impressive.
Don't they use slave labor and shit?
Invitation, and in it is a Zoom link to a meeting 2 weeks from today. We've also put a letter that outlines you can't buy Thank You, no one ever can.
What?
But it's a partnership.
What?
In the same way that Adidas make and distribute Kanye's brand Yeezy.
Yeezy.
Or Nestle make and distribute the Starbucks coffee pot.
Are you guys serious?
Around the world. We thought if the system can unlock a model like this for a shoe and a coffee pot, and in that same process make billions of dollars for its shareholders, could the world not turn that same key for a product that breathes in profit and breathes out social impact? And this is not a story of David joining Goliath. This is a story of us, a consumer movement, finding a partner and together becoming a bigger David to take down the true Goliath. A $63 trillion consumer system that makes the rich richer and leaves the poor behind. But multiple industry experts have heard our idea. Say there's no chance these big two would agree to that because they buy companies. They don't partner with them in this way. And that's where you come in. This is not a simple, we take it to a few at the top. We need the many below. Us, the consumer, to unite our voice and together flip business as usual.
City streets regain empty as Melbourne enters its second coronavirus lockdown.
Our borders are locked down. We literally can't even get out of our own country, but maybe with you, this idea can. So this is a call out to the world. We're asking you to say 4 words. I'm in, are you? Post it onto whatever platform works for you, then tag P&G, tag Unilever, so that they know you're serious. Hashtag thank you to the world. Then call your mum, call everyone.
Call your mum.
Use what's in your hand to help this message go further. And at Thank You, well, we've gone all in. So whilst we've sent the big two this invitation, we've also sent that same invitation to 9 of their direct competitors. Because if the big two won't help us on this mission, well, maybe someone else will.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Now, how will you know how this story ends? Well, 3 weeks after the meeting, we'll be posting who's in onto one of the largest digital billboards in the world, found in Times Square, New York City. And on that day, we look forward to celebrating those brave enough to flip the system and change the world.
It's fruity.
There's one question
and life-changing.
You might be thinking, what if this whole idea doesn't work? But can I ask you another question?
No, I want to know.
What if it does work?
Shut up.
What if we're on the edge of a new normal, where the products we choose every day exist to right or wrong, an inequality gap so big that it should not exist?
Okay.
Where us, humanity, working together to do good becomes as easy as breathing in.
Easy as eating the spaghetti.
This is no small plan, and if you're in,
if you're in,
thank you.
Thank you. At DOS350_legit. The domino, they just fell the first domino and they're causing a chain reaction. Alright. Okay, that was one of, if not the most fruity thing I think I've ever seen. It was pretty zesty and life-changing, so I'm gonna need some time to process that motherfucking thing. They've put in an open invitation to Unilever and Palmolive and P&G and Sorbeline and said, I'm in, are you? This fruity and life-changing product can help end the poverty cycles that should never really even exist. And if you buy our little $2 soap, you're gonna change the domino Olympic swimming pool world in the new normal in which we find ourselves living in. Now look, straight off the motherfucking bat, I don't hate their guts, like, I'm not trying to abuse them, okay? Let me just say that straight out. I really couldn't care less. I bought the hand sanitizer because I wanted to be able to wash my little hands at will when I was on the go. That was the game plan, and I also actually bought another one as well on the same occasion. A different brand. And I have been saving this one to, you know, because I haven't needed it. I haven't even finished the other one yet. And that was months ago now, but the bottom line of that video, it's like, that guy, like, who was he? Did he introduce himself at the start?
Or the pandemic.
The pandemic, world of consumers, 63 trillion. It's like, shut up. So what? That's how the world works. Consumers. It's like, it's not my problem, buddy. Who is that guy? I don't have the time to fucking see his life story. But I'm telling you, he got some money from that. And it didn't go, the profit, as they say, might have gone to the poverty or whatever, but the bottom line is their wages and salaries are before profit. It's not a charity for everybody. It's not like a free, everything's free and dandy. It's no, people get money in the bank constantly, and the more they sell, the bigger the bonus. Alright, let's get it. This isn't about making shareholders, Pablo. Do they even have shareholders? Like, I bet they're private. Can I buy some stock in this shit? Flip consumerism. Change the world. Alright, dear humanity. Right now there's 736 million people stuck in extreme Pablo poverty. Meanwhile, on the same planet, not on Venus and not in Andromeda, the other galaxy they talk about, but in the same actual planet. Right in your backyard. We're on spending 63 trillion on consumer products each year. We don't think this is right. But don't they realize that their shitty dollar value adds into that? Like, what are they saying? If you're like us, these facts can make you feel pretty uncomfortable as shit. Why? Because it's an injustice that shouldn't exist. Okay, so it's an injustice, it shouldn't exist. People shouldn't be allowed to buy their motherfucking consumer products. They should just be in a gulag and giving all their shit to poverty all the time and the Pablos and giving them toilets instead of, you know, thriving for themselves. It exists because the system's broken. It's a failing humankind, and it's time for the change. They've seen the way forward. Oh fuck, they've seen it. It's like this stupid soap company's seen the fucking key to humanity and war and peace on Earth. You know, it's like, we've seen it. Why haven't you seen it? They fucking haven't seen anything. Except for their fat cat stupid bonuses that they get for bullying people into thinking that they're helping when secretly it's a fucking lie. Like, I don't know this is a fact, but chances are, that Pablo with all the stupid rapping and gang signs, like, is he just an actor or what? Like, what? So make sure to smash the comments because I want to know. And it's like, we've seen it, and we're the humanity's Obi-Wan Kenobi, only hope to save it with the stupid soap. This is where you and this campaign come in. To change the world, we must flip the system. Join us. This website does cookies. User experience. We're changing business as usual. THANKYOU exists to offer the world a consumer choice that exists solely to help end extreme poverty. We're a social enterprise that began in 2 of the smallest countries in the world, and because people backed us, we've seen more than 70 million AUD raised to serve vulnerable and little spaghetti marginalised communities globally. It's been a wild journey, but we think it's just the beginning. If this campaign works, THANKYOU could reach 190 more countries, and together we could change the course of history and see millions of consumer dollars going towards ending extreme poverty in our lifetime. It's no small plan, which is why they need me. Does 350, the spaghetti-sized gamer between toy size and medium, from Queensland. An invitation to flip consumerism for good. How long do I have to scroll for? Are you seeing this? They're blacking out extreme poverty in our lifetime. Alright. We've just sent a partnership invitation to the 11 biggest product companies who right now are some of our biggest competitors. They make, distribute and sell hundreds of brands and billions of products every day. Billions of products every day. Now that's the goddamn income. And we've got meetings with them in 2 weeks' time. As of when? They didn't bother telling me that. What we're asking them to do will change the world. We're asking if they'll join us in making and distributing. So they're trying to get a deal with the fat cats and just palm it off and get Palmolive and P&G to sell THANKYOU. Is that what they're doing? They're asking big fat cat companies to sell their product. I just don't understand it. I thought they were the problem, and now you're asking them for favours? That's beyond the scope of this motherfucking video. If they say yes, humanity might have a chance, but if not, it's gonna be hell. If they say yes, we could change a million lives, but the question is, how do we get them on board? This is where you come in. Alright, campaign update. On September 29th, we launched a call out to the world that left us humbled by the response. The campaign kicked off a movement of people from over 35 countries who jumped on board to take this idea further than we could have imagined. People shared the video, posted creative content, and after 2 weeks of campaigning together, we got 740 media features across the world. Reached people in over 80 countries and hit a crazy total of 2.6 billion impressions. For context, the biggest campaign we'd run prior had 42 million, so that's like 50x. Is it? I don't know what the fuck it is. The message got through loud and clear, in little brackets, to some of the biggest companies on the planet. It led us into a few weeks, turning into months, of epic gamer meetings as we look to find the right partner to help take the THANKYOU hashtag shit to the world. We'd hoped to make a quick call, but it turns out that no small plan is no quick plan either, with all capitals for some stupid reason. Who wrote that? Are they in grade 8 or what? We're asking companies to do something they'd never done before, and it's taking time. To our surprise, and in brackets, and delight. They imagine and whisper, to our surprise and delight. It's like, shut up. You're a fucking soap company, not a little Pablo. Alright, we've even had companies who weren't in the original 11 we'd approached reach out to us as well. It's exciting stuff. And we're taking our time to choose the right way forward. In 10 to 15 years from today, we want to be able to look back and say, we made the right call. Not just a quick one. Why, you might ask your little self? Because the impacts of this partnership could take us, humanity, humanity, one step closer to the end of extreme poverty. So that's, like, I don't agree. I'm not a grammar, what do they call them? Fascist? But the bottom line is, take us, humanity, one step closer. Like, I don't like the way that reads. It's like us and humanity, one and they don't need a comma. Us and humanity one step closer. Us, humanity. Maybe it's like meant to be sounded. Could take us, humanity, one step closer to the end of extreme poverty. I won't pick on them too much. Stay tuned. We can't wait to fill you in once we land this plane. Roger Dodger, Tom Cruise, you know, it's isn't that guy, Top Gun, the one who bombs the marginalized Pueblo communities and makes them need this stupid help in the first place? Like, I don't know. But this is no small Pueblo. What happens next? Extreme poverty won't end until we, in brackets, all of us, every single little Pueblo and Pueblerette, you gotta step in goose step line with the stupid soap rules, otherwise this stupid thing won't end, extreme poverty. Unless we, in brackets, all of us, choose to end it. We believe that together we can build a new normal for good. For good. Full stop. This campaign has been epic. Gamer. And thanks to your help and support, our message has been heard loud and clear. Once we know who's in, are you in? Are you in? I don't know, man. Are you in? Just tell me if you're in or out. Shut up. We'll be announcing it on one of the largest digital billboards in New York Times Square, New York City. I've heard that. What's about that song with the woman? In New York. It's like, shut up. I don't care where the hell it is. Why don't they just put her on Twitter? Why don't they do something about their motherfucking suspended Twitter account if they're so zesty and life-changing? Alright. New York City. On that day, we'll look forward to celebrating those brave enough to buy our stupid soap. Flip the system. In the know story ends, including the final announcement of who's in commas. Why do they keep saying that? Stay tuned on our socials, which is only Instagram as far as I'm aware. Sign up. I'm not going to sign up to anything. Want to do more? No. For legends like me, Dust 350, you want to go the extra mile and spread the motherfucking idea far and wide. Download our campaign kit. Oh, got a question? Email them. How do I do more? Just buy our fucking soap. Why? Because everyone's fucked up and it's your fault there's poverty. Why are you... this is them backtracking. It's like, we hate their guts, but we're partnering with them anyway. What is this new model? Blah, blah, blah. Do they have to? Alright, let's read this. Do the companies have to agree to a global deal, or can they just agree to certain countries? We think, given where the world is at right now, there's a pretty strong case for global agreement, but we're open to agreements based, so they're open to anything. It's just like they want the big fat cat companies to sell their stupid little independent charity soap. Is that what I'm getting? Why did they take so long? Because it ain't easy, breaking glass ceilings all the time. Why is it called Thank You? We think gratitude's one of the most universal and powerful forces in the world, not the universe. We're founded in a time where often people were guilted into making a difference, but at Thank You, we're not really guilting you, we're just calling you a piece of shit if you don't. That was based on gratitude, whatever. I don't feel gratitude. That guy with the hands was telling me, oh, blah blah, it made me feel like I'm the cause of all the problems. Even though I bought this stinking soap. It doesn't even taste like grapefruit. Like, it says it's zesty and life-changing, but where's the fucking fruit? How will you work with future partners? Well, what do you do if they all say no? We really hope. Where does the money go? It's about achieving partnership. Millions of dollars. International. You can discover more about our impact here. Based on... Will you be hiring? What products? When? I'd love to understand more of the ins and outs. I don't really have the time. I think the video says it all. That's just like, excuse me. This is a pretty deep dive and review, but we want to see, first of all, we're scrolling back to the top. There's Pablo. Alright, I wanted to see how much views this thing's got. 100,000 on September 28th.
They almost lived out like bread.
Look at all these comments.
Fires in Australia.
I mean, are you...
Scenes of chaos and violence.
Alright, we might come back to that later. It's not playing, is it? Alright. Alright, get away from me. Alright, about. We love products. Rule 1, make a great product. Rule 2, you don't ever talk about Fight Club, yeah, good one. Never use a good cause to sell an average product, okay, yeah, whatever. 1, blah blah blah. 2, this and that. Developing the thank you licenses, this changes everything, it's a game changer. Do they talk? They keep talking about fucking Yeezy. I just can't believe this soap. Like, it's just so cutting edge. Is there a glass ceiling that they haven't broken? I'm just gonna spray some on my eyes for the sake of it. Like, goddamn. Alright, that's pretty zesty. Alright, Yeezys, Disney, Coca-Cola, blah blah, read more, blah blah blah. Why? Why would a company that can do it all themselves want a thank you license? Blah blah blah. How much? Blah blah blah. Thank you, X makers, innovators, creators, our 5%. What's not our 5%? What the? Discover more. They say a lot of shit. This website would have cost a lot. This is the sustainability. I'm telling you, this website. They would have had to sell 10 million of these and put them in landfills, choking on turtles. You know, turtles with this in their mouth in landfill, scraping around in the third world, just trying to survive to see another sunset. And that's what it took to create this website with all the stupid info and pictures. Alright, they got some soap. I wonder how their soap is. That's beyond the scope of this video. How they do it. As we scale this movement globally, they're intrinsically linked to the mission. Responsible business goals, KPIs. See, they got a whole team. They got departments and everything. It's not a little backyard brewery in a bathtub. It's a big deal with a big expensive website and a lot of things going on, and they're telling me no one's getting $1 and it's all going to the Pablos. There's just no way. 100% carbon neutral by offsetting it, whatever. It's made of plastic, I think. It's not made of glass. Water scarcity, probably use 1 billion litres a day. 2021. They support UN, Australian packaging, and social traders. Alright. Blog FAQs. Let's look at the blog. 29th, so they haven't said anything since September. This is probably when I bought it. Maybe they're bankrupt by now. It's like, how have they still got the website then? Maybe it's just only got a couple of months. So they haven't said much in a while. I want to track my impact. How do I do that? Alright. Our methodology. Annual letter from thank you trustees. They got trustees. Trustees means money. Alright. We help break it. What the hell does that mean? They launched a bowl campaign. I've heard all this shit before. When helping hurts. Holy shit. They got Pablo there. Pablo. Alright. Money is power. Why are we, the donors, allowed to dictate what happens in the field? Because we have the money. And where there's money, there's power. When you have the money, you find yourself with a seat at the better table. At the gala dinner. I didn't find myself anywhere. When you have the money, lots of people nod and they smile at you. They smile at your ideas when you got the money, I get it. When you have the money, especially a lot of it, you'll find yourself in the driver's seat. But imagine giving a heart surgeon money and then directing them on how you want that surgery done because it's your money. What the hell? It's bizarre. It does sound bizarre. It's the best picture. Holy shit. That just can't be a true statement. Like, I'm sure they could have got a better picture. Our mirror moment. If you took a survey of donors and asked them, what's the greatest contributor to obstacles which threaten the success of a program, you'd likely hear answers: theft, conflict, blah blah. Open Road Alliance, not-for-profit, data, 5 years. Fraud and theft, what? Roadblocks. Change in funder strategy, 4%, 9%. Change in funder strategy. Expert error, oh shit. Okay, donor dysfunction, we love simplicity. They got a lot of stuff to say, these fucking freaks. No wonder the guy's making little hand movements all over the place. He's edgy, he's fidgety, because they know all this shit. Big numbers, consumers involved. We don't like wasted money. They just like big CEO bonuses and CFOs. Getting a bonus every 6 months. They like impact reports, but they'd really like activity reports? Oh shit. Do they really? Oh, there she is. They want to give short-term grants. What the hell? The way forward, our mirror moment. Didn't they already have that? What's the way forward for donors? Blah blah blah. They want me to scroll until my mouse wheel broken? Annual letter. How do I... Baby care food campaigns. No small plan. New Zealand Chapter 1. Coles and Woolworths 7-Eleven. The all team. Alright, let's see it. 2021. Join our blah blah. I think I've almost exhausted everything this stupid site has to offer. But I want to track my impact, so... We've had to hit hold on track your impact, and really the response is important. We've had to hit hold. What? We've had to hit hold on track your input, and the reason's really important. 2020, blah blah blah, COVID, thoughts, prayers? What the hell? I thought they were a godless company. They go to impact partners who are serving blah blah vulnerable, marginalized community with critical health, water, hygiene, toilet services. Blah blah blah. They're like, oh shit, we just had to can it, guys. We work with partners who are big on impact. They collect high quality evidence to demonstrate their approach works for the communities they're working in. Regularly audited and invest significant Yeezy. Alright. I just said Yeezy because I skipped ahead and saw Skype there. It's like blah blah, I don't care. Just why'd you can it? One Heart Worldwide, blah blah blah. Nepal. Why'd they can it though? I don't need all this excuses. It's like, you're a piece of shit for wanting to track your impact, and look at all these little marginalised Pablos we're helping, but here's why we did it anyway, because you're a fucking scumbag. And just buy some more of our soaps. That's how I feel right now. We started Track Your Input, sharing this, they wanted to share it, easy to digest visual format that helps me see where the funding's doing. However, this requires more work. They didn't want it to work. Cat's off the fucking railing now. They knew some freak had to sit there in the multi-million-dollar high-rise offices of THANKYOU HQ next to P&G and Unilever, and it says, oh shit, Johnny, today I gotta track the impact and compile the data of this impact database. It's like, oh, it's too much work. Let's just can it and tell them that they're rich and the marginalised people deserve their money. Oh yeah, that'll be good. I'll see you at lunch, Jono. That's what happened at the office when they made that decision. I'm telling you. Alright. I don't mean to delay it too much, but it's just, that's what's coming to me at the moment. They hit hold. It'll apply to all of them. Rest assured the impact's still happening. They'll send me an email. CEO. Pete, I got him close. CIO. It's not Jono, it's Petey. That was Petey talking to Jono. These guys are saying, look, you're not tracking it, so we're just spending all the money on, brothels. Like, isn't that what these charities get up to? That's what I heard. But that's neither here nor there. So June 2020, they cancelled it before I even bought it. And I think with that, I've seen enough of the website. Like, impact, categories, campaigns, the old team. Is there anything I'm missing? FAQs. All right, let's just have a bit more of a deep dive. I think I've seen this one. They've got a lot of shit to tell me. 16 days ago about our baby care, hand sanitizer for humanity. Body wash. All right, let's see hand sanitizer for humanity. Safety. Is it suitable? Why don't they have good labels? Why don't you just produce more of the existing thing? Whatever. I'm not interested. 100% for a world where not one person lives in extreme poverty. So they don't mind a little bit of poverty, like me, but they don't like extreme poverty, like old Pablo that we saw a picture of. All the money it gets, except for bank and thing, is committed to exponentially. Okay. When something's exponential, that's a big number, you know what I mean? Impact of our partners serving the world's poor. They're serving the poor. To achieve it, blah blah, thank you sells consumer things. They got a whole life story. Is this receipts? Let's look at it. Is this a PDF? They're given 215,000 to Splash, 67,000 to One Heart, Water for the People, 250, 45 to the Life Wise Trust, 100,000 to the Children's Ground. Financial year 2020. Pete and Daniel and Justine. Was that one of the guys with hand signs? One Heart, blah blah. There they are. Okay. Well look, they give all this money, 600,000, but I'm telling you, I'd say their website probably costs more than that, so they're not really breaking too many ceilings. And old Pablo with the hand gestures probably's got a paycheck out in that ballpark range, if not higher, for his year's work, unless it's just an actor that they brought in. If he's out there doing charity stuff and is on the team like Pete, I'm telling you, Pete, Daniel and Justine are millionaires. There's no doubt about it. So, you know, I don't have the time or the Inclum motherfucking nation to read all their every last little word and jots and tittles that this stupid site says, but the bottom line is, with the high budget video and all this big talk, and there's like, they're giving ultimatums to Unilever and P&G, they're not a little, you know, no money thing. They got a lot of money in the coffers, and they're just saying good stuff so that people flip the system in their favor, you know what I mean? So that pretty much sums it up. Yeah. Let's just have one last look before we call it quits on this stupid site. Chapter 1. How we fund blue sky growth. We love a 100% full business model, but one of the challenges is getting access to enough money. They need more money, guys, to this big bet growth opportunities. Usually you'd invest a huge chunk of your annual profits, but we only retain small amounts to sustain. That means the paychecks for Danny and Pete. Theoretically, we've got a bit of a flaw in our model if we want to keep growing rapidly, which we do, but we got an idea. What if we, what if you, what if we, what if the world crowd-funded future big ideas? So we set up the Future Fund, another entity owned 100% by the THANKYOU charitable trust, and launched its first product, Chapter 1, sold at a pay-what-you-want price. Chapter 1 aims to exchange value for value by sharing everything we've learned along the way for your future. The purpose of these funds raised is to fund future ideas. We've had school kids purchase Chapter 1 with their hard-earned pocket money. Oh, fuck. Business leaders ordered tens of thousands. They're a New York Times bestseller by the sound of it. For others, and even if philanthropists purchased a single $50,000 pay-what-you-want copy, is probably to write off on tax. He's probably part of the motherfucking company. Isn't it all philanthropist? Aren't I a philanthropist by just buying this stupid thing? Isn't that the point of it? Am I getting this right? Make sure to smash the motherfucking bell button. Alright, I'll press discover it. Oceania, isn't that me? You plus this book can change the world. I can't just change it by myself. Little old DOS 350, but me plus the stupid pay what you want book can. Our world doesn't need another book. It needs an idea that can change it right with us. Buy the book. Watch the launch video. Should I watch the launch video? Only if it's under a minute. Okay, it's 7 minutes. And it's the same Pablo talking. They do have a Twitter. It's got an underscore in it. Okay. I'm glad I learned this. They got 11k followers. Alright. They're following quite a lot of people. Coles follows them. Alright. I do not have time to read their stupid video, because I think I've seen enough. I might overdose on it. What I get, blah blah blah. Look at how much this stupid site is. When's chapter 2 coming? About the... Is he the author? Dan, that's him. He's married to her. They were dating. He's a father. He's got a Twitter. Okay, let's see his Twitter. When's chapter 2 coming? Buy the book. I want to buy it. I thought it was pay what I want. Now it's $24.99. Alright, let's see his Twitter. He's got 4,600 followers. Goddamn, smart company. He's not tweeting very much. And that's him. Okay. Well look, Daniel, Flynn, please don't take it too hard, little old DOS 350's comments on the soap, but I'm just trying to be honest. Like, I've got nothing against the Thank You brand or anything it stands for, but what I do have a problem with is publerization. Now, it might just be that I'm sensitive, but I'd go as far as to say that it was 100% publerized. And, yeah, that's just how I feel. I can see why they call it zesty and life-changing. The website definitely was zesty. I'm a bit disappointed that I can't, track my motherfucking impact, but I'll just hope that it got to the right people. And, yeah. I don't really want to flip the system though, so I'll just keep buying palm olive. Like, I don't mean that actually. I would buy this again, I guess, but they need to cut the crap, you know? Like, I can't think of what else to say. It's like, whatever. Go and do it then. But don't have to life story me with 1,000,000 character essays about, we think this, then we that, and we've got the right answers, so listen to us. It's like, whatever, guys. And I'll just spray a bit more onto my hands. Alright. This is zesty. So thank you, hand and surface sanitizers. I'm gonna say it's highly recommended, just if you want a one-of-a-kind website marketing experience and life story. I've forgotten pretty much all that the packet says, but I think it was pretty funny. I don't smell any grapefruit, but it's not really a big deal. Kills 99% of germs, pH balanced, and it's 50 ml. I'm pretty sure this cost $2, or it might have been $2.99 at Woolworths when I bought it. And you know, in this unpredictable time in which we find ourselves living in, it can't hurt to have a hand sanitizer in the handbag, in the Louis, or in the Gucci. So if you're at the shop and the kids say, "Mum, Dad, I just need some hand sanitizer because I was playing in the puddles and I grabbed on dog poo. It's like, alright, little Billy, I'm just gonna get some thank you, and it's zesty and life-changing, and 100% of the money goes to paying for ultimatums, Zoom calls, and Yeezys, and just gang signs to help solve the stupid world. And poverty, and extreme poverty, and they don't want one single person in extreme poverty. And if only one is in extreme poverty, they've failed their ongoing Obi-Wan Kenobi Olympic motherfucking swimming pool mission to change the world. Alright, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. So, final thoughts is it's highly recommended, just because it's so cutting edge. Like, it is cutting edge. Definitely, the website is, and they're playing on people's little emotions. It's like, you want to wash your hands, but you want to be a good person and humanity. And human rights as well, and we know that you care about the Yeezys and climate change and Zoom calls and quarantine and all of the above. So you get the hand sanitizer and you're doing the right thing, and if you don't, and if you get the big palm olive, you're just a fat cat, and you might as well be whipping the stupid marginalized scumbags who are in extreme poverty and smashing their head open so they make a pyramid faster. That pretty much sums it up. Zesty and life-changing, thank you. DOS350 legit. Make sure to smash the bell button for all this and more content coming in 2021. Thanks. Until then, all the money, blah blah blah. It's a charitable trust that has a vision where not one person lives. Okay. 350 out. Thank you, hand sanitizer. Put it in a handbag or in the trolley. Thank you.